that? What's that noise? Oh, sorry, don't mind me. I'm just holding winners. Winners, right here. Champions, right here. Winners. It's me, Terrible. It's time to review the conference championship games. We can start with the first game. Eagles-Niners. Eagles-Niners. Wasn't that fun? Wasn't a fun one. Eagles, they were in control the whole game. Doesn't help that Brock Purdy injured. And, oh man, the 49ers, they looked like they had lost hope the moment Josh Johnson steps on the field. I mean, that's just, what are you supposed to do? You're on your fourth quarterback. It's crazy. Jimmy G, his whole knock was, he's injured. Oh, he's always injured. You know, maybe he's not an elite quarterback either, but, oh, he's injured. He's just injury prone. Can't get him on that contract. Whoa, they get Trey Lance, injured. They also have Brock Purdy, injured. I mean, it was a freak thing, but he gets hit on the arm. Can't stop that, that nothing you can do. Wasn't his fault. But the 49ers are cursed. The Jimmy G curse. It's the Jimmy G curse, I'm telling you. It's the Jimmy G curse. They wanted a better QB. They should have stuck with Jimmy G. Use those 3 first-round picks. Use them on 3 other guys. Keep Jimmy G. I don't know. Maybe Trey Lance will be good, but it's a curse. It's a curse. They got cursed. I mean, the game is over. When Johnson had to go in, it was over. It was over. The Eagles were good. I mean, scored right away. Sanders, TD, and Purdy gets hurt, but McCaffrey runs one in. All right, 7-7. Not over. It wasn't over. The 49ers, super talented team. They got so much talent. It wasn't over. But Sanders, Scott, punch one in, and then, oh man, the Josh Johnson fumble, end of the half. Oh man, that killed him. That really did kill him. I mean, that's tough. You got a minute and a half left. The Eagles score with a minute and a half left in the second, and you're like, all right, it's 14-7. This is the NFC Championship. We gotta score. We gotta move the ball. Doesn't matter who's at QB. We gotta go do something, And He fumbles. Ball hit his hand. Fell out. He just dropped the snap. He just dropped it, if I remember correctly. I mean, and then the Eagles go right down, score. They had to go 30 yards. Only had to go 30 yards. 21-7. Just like that. And there's if they hadn't given up hope at that point, man, they're all, any hope that was left, gone. I mean, it just, what are they supposed to do? What are they supposed to do? But, yeah, third quarter, Hurts punched one in, and one more field goal. I mean, the 49ers just couldn't do anything. They couldn't do anything on offense. They couldn't. I mean, let's look at the stats here. So Purdy was 4 for 4 before he got hurt. 23 yards, that's it. But Josh Johnson, who played a majority of the game, 7 for 13, 74 yards. That's who we're dealing with here. No knock on Johnson either, man. He's done all right. Backup career, 15 years in the league. I think I looked up his thing. He's at like 8 million career earnings. That's solid. But there's a reason nobody had him. He was a late signing later in the season, right? I mean, when Jimmy G went down, that's when they got him, but to back up Purdy. But it's just not good. He's just not good, unfortunately. And Hurts did his thing, 15, 25, 121. Gainwell, he actually had the most yards, 48, but Miles Sanders punched in 2 TDs. Boston Scott punched one in. I mean, it was just over. I mean, McCaffrey got in. He had that really good run. You thought they still had some hope, but that was the only hope they showed all game. I mean, they couldn't get anybody going. Unfortunately. There's just, what were they supposed to do, honestly? I don't know. I mean, yeah, 3 turnovers. I mean, even Debo fumbled. It It just was from the beginning. It was just not looking good for the Niners. And I thought they were talented. I thought they could have beaten the Eagles if they had Purdy playing. I thought they could have done it, but Eagles are good. I picked them in the Super Bowl. They're my pick. The Bills were my other pick. They're out, so I guess I have to ride with the one team I picked, and because they're correct. I don't know, but yeah, that's it for that one. And then obviously the second game, Bengals Chiefs. This one was good. This one was pretty good. I was hoping for more of a shootout, but it's probably for the best. Like, we don't want them all to be shootouts, you know. We want good defense as well, but yeah, Chiefs got out there, 2 field goals. Bengals field goal right back, and then the TD started coming. Not really, but Kelsey got in. Of course, Kelsey got in. Kelsey scores every game. Not every game, but you know what I mean. But 13-6 halftime. Good score. Very good score. T. Higgins gets in, tie it up right away. Right in the third, they tie it right up. And then right back, Chiefs. Chiefs go right back. MVS touchdown. Get to the fourth, 13-20. Bengals, boom, right away. Score, right away. P. Ryan runs one in, and you got a whole fourth quarter for these two teams to duke it out. And all we got was one more lousy field goal. Now, it wasn't lousy, but you had the Bengals driving, and oh man. All right, let's go over this last drive here. These last few drives. Bengals got the ball back, 2 minutes, and they had to punt. Burrow had that pick, but then they got the stop, forced the Chiefs to punt. Bengals punted right back, and then, I mean, the Chiefs, there was just too much time. It was like, 40 seconds? I believe it was like 40-something seconds. Well, then they had to punt, and then on the punt return, they get a nice punt return. I'm like, this is over. I mean, the moment that they got the stop, I was like, 40 seconds. Mahomes is just going to get them barely into field goal range, and they're going to kick a field goal. And that's what happened. And then, of course, the punt return takes it to pretty much almost midfield. It's like, all right, this is just so over. Mahomes, he could throw like 2 passes into the dirt and then throw a 20-yard bomb, and, you know, they were going to get the field goal. But what's crazy is he actually, oh man, it's a shame. Who was it? Asai? Is he a second-year guy? I think. He's not rookie. He's a second-year guy, yeah. But the Texas guy. But yeah, Mahomes runs it. I mean, there wasn't much time left. There was not much time left at all. Mahomes runs it, gets the first. Still going to be a very long field goal. And Asai he hit him late. It's tough. You're running full speed at a guy. Your goal is to not let this guy get anywhere. You know, if he looks like he's running upfield, you got to tackle him. And I don't know, you know, now some of these are dirty hits, but in like this situations like these, I gotta think like he's just trying to make a play. Like he's not trying to. Nobody's trying to be dirty at this point of the game. You know, it's just it's brutal. But the 15-yard penalty. I mean, they kicked a 45-yard field goal. 15 yards. It would have been a 60-yarder. That's just. That was the difference. Thought we were going to see OT, but it's a shame. And I kind of wanted the Bengals, but it was so hard to root for the Bengals. I can't even lie, because, you know, they had the stupid mayor talking. And then just, who was it? Was it Mike Hilton? Burrowhead. It's Burrowhead. Why, dude? Why? Why do you say that stuff? That's stuff you say after. You say it after the game. Why would you say it before? Ugh. Makes me cry. The stupidity. But, no, yeah, it's just, it's a shame. It was hard to root for the Bengals. Just because it's like, all right, I want these talkers to lose. But the Chiefs, Chiefs, man, every single year, the Chiefs. I mean, I mean, it's early to compare, but I mean, how is Andy Reid and Pat Mahomes at this point? How are they any different than Brady and Belichick? You know, I mean, obviously they haven't had the longevity yet, but together, Reid's been around. But I mean, how are these guys any different? You know, they're gonna be here every year. They're gonna be there every single year. They just gotta put decent pieces out there, and Mahomes can play with anybody, dude. He's throwing a Pacheco. Pacheco's a 7th-round running back. Like, they get rid of his #1 target. They trade him away, and he's fine. They're in the Super Bowl. Ah, man. Chiefs. That's kind of the big reason I wanted the Chiefs to lose, because it's gonna be like this every year now. They're gonna be here every year, and every year gonna be like, all right, we want them to lose because they can't have them in every year. Can't have them in the AFC Championship. They can't have them in the Super Bowl every year, every other year for the Super Bowl, whatever. But it's just this is gonna be the norm. The Bengals are good. Make it back to the Super Bowl last year, or they make it to the Super Bowl last year. Then they make it back to the AFC Championship this year. I don't know. I don't see Burrow and Taylor like just cycling in new players and continuing to win. You know, the Chiefs, they're going to do that. The Chiefs are going to do that. So this is a tough one for the Bengals, because the Bengals have a window. The Chiefs, I think it's a little different. I think their windows are going to be a little different than everyone else, kind of like the Patriots were. It's very similar. There's always a window. And there's going to be probably a 10-year drought of Super Bowls, but they're always going to be there. They will always be there. So it was tough. It's a shame. And now it's Eagles. Eagles just won one against my Pats just a few years ago. Now the Chiefs are right back. It's like, who am I supposed to root for? What am I supposed to do? I'm disappointed. Oh, wait, wrong one. I'm disappointed in these ones right here. All right. I wanted these guys to win. And they lost. But, yeah. Super Bowl preview right here. Maybe, just maybe, we'll see a Super Bowl preview video from this channel.